enforce my point that if we start doing it in the local currency, then we don't have to worry about what is our parity with the US dollar, and we're just doing it, and that is stable over time, is 1.7. So that's my point. And like about this study on the banking sector as a whole, I 100% agree with that, but that is going to be another study, and I will likely to do that. About this LC is operational. So yeah, LC is working. Like the responses that I received in the Pakistan, that it is working, but the point is it is like unnecessary delays, or in terms of policy there is no issue with LC, but in terms of its operations they find this like bureaucratic delays from this, and it's like the mindset, because if we do not have this right trade mindset, then we have like starts giving more suspicions, and we just need to be sure that this trade is a legitimate trade, and that basically makes a difference. Though LCs are working like as per policy, they are good, and but these things, if we really want to basically support trade, then we need to make the operations more smoother. And the last point about the Manzoor Saab's made about why because we have failed in Afghanistan over the local currency. So I think in Afghanistan we do not have the formal sector, so which that's why maybe we fail difficulties in managing the local currency. But if we do it like in the Pakistan-India context in the formal sector, then I think it basically going to be but we need to test. I'm not saying that it definitely do that, but there is a demand on this count, so at least we give it a try.
To respond to Manzoor Saab quickly, one first point, you asked that we are all talking about opening branches in each other's countries. Is it worth the effort? As far as my personal view is, sorry, no. Yes, by welcome, branches may happen in their own sweet time, but it's not going to change the complexion of the trade. As a trader, I have all the banking instruments at my command what I need to do trade. So it's number two. You asked about that the barriers or the challenges have reduced. I would like to respond in a very interesting way that it's like, Indo-Pak trade, I would say that we have entered into an uncharted territory. We keep on taking on challenges, we keep on resolving them, and we take a turn and there is another one standing in front. So we are discovering still, but we are solving them, and we are being thrown with challenges on every turn. That's also true. Thank you.
Thank you. Professor Mukherjee has nothing to say. Yes, Rahul, all yours, but 3 minutes at the most.
Okay. Okay, so that was a powerful reaction. Okay, really quickly, number one, Times of India is not the only paper. You're right, and I selected it because of the size of the circulation, and I could include others. In terms of metrics, so I'm really sorry. The comment about the numerator, you're correct. The numerator for the Times of India does not change over time, and that's exactly what the graph displays. The numerator for the other dailies do change over time, and that's also what I was trying to display. And in terms of circulation, that's the incorrect term. I meant more about like the number of articles that get published, not circulation. So I need to correct that. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, the database I used is not Google. I mentioned Google as a part of a personal anecdote for what led me to this puzzle. The database I used, which I highlighted very briefly because of time, is listed in the PowerPoint. So it's two academic databases. One is called Factiva, and another one's called World News Bank. I would love to include Hindi and Urdu. So मुझे हिंदी आती है, पढ़ भी सकता हूँ, लिख भी सकता हूँ, तो देखते हैं क्या हो सकता है. But I have a request. So I wasn't able to include Pakistani newspapers because my subscriptions through Northwestern and through JNU, where I'm based, don't offer me these archives back to '97. So there's a scholar here from Islamabad, Karachi, wherever. Please reach out and maybe we can. No, but the archives are. Believe me, I've searched. So if somebody has a library access, that would be helpful.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So the guns versus butter comment. This is a metaphor from neoclassical economics about states being forced to choose between spending on security versus national welfare. So it's not my metaphor, but it's invoking a metaphor that's familiar to a room of economists, hopefully. So thank you.
I think you will all agree that the panelists have done a great job. Please give them a big hand. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.